Welcome back to my Talks Football. And Inter have eliminated Bayern Munich and have confirmed their ticket into the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League as they defeated Bayern Munich 4-3 on aggregate and 2-all on the night at San Siro. So let's go ahead and talk about this game. I mean, it was a really close game. I expected this game to be very close. I said in my prediction video as well that this game was going to be quite a close one, and the game certainly lived up to its expectations. If I'm being very honest with you, I think the first half it was quite reserved. If I'm being very honest with you, I thought it was going to be a much more exciting, but it was not that much. Not many chances were created in that first half. I think both the teams were a lot they were just testing out each other. They were just seeing what the other team can do, and instead of trying to take the first step and try to attack, they were basically just waiting for the other team to do something and try to catch them on their mistake. But I would say that Inter were the better side in the entirety of that game. Even in that first half, they created a couple of really good chances, but were not really able to convert those chances. And Bayern Munich were quite reserved. If I'm being very honest with you, I think Harry Kane had a very good chance, but he shot wide, and the game remained nil-nil at the end of the first half. And Inter would have been really happy with that, because of course they had the lead. And as the longer the game left at nil-nil, it would have benefited Inter Milan. Second half comes in, and I think the game completely changed in that second half. It was a lot more physical. It was a lot more open in that second half, and I think the early goals from Bayern Munich really helped. And of course, it had to be Harry Kane, of course, and he takes the goal very well. It becomes 1-0 to Bayern Munich on the night, and becomes 2-0 on 2-all on aggregate. And you're thinking now the game is going to really open up, and it opened up really it really opened up. As I said, it became an end-to-end stuff. Both the teams were trying to get trying to score a goal, trying to put the ball in the back of the net. And it was Inter Milan, and it was Lautaro Martinez. I mean, what a season this guy is having, and I love the Tifo, and I love the way that he has carried the team, the way he has led the team. It has been simply sensational. And as I said, he scores that goal, and he goes and he does that celebration, and with that Tifo behind, and literally with his hand hold, it is simply beautiful. These are the type of the moments that's why you love this game. That's why you love. You have this association with players. I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan. I have nothing to do with Inter now. Quite possibly, I might play a final against them. But to see him, and to see the fans having a love with a player like that, I mean, it is a really great sight to a great sight to see. And he is it is like whenever Inter are in trouble, Martinez steps up and he delivers, and he takes them out of a problem. And again, he does that today. With a really good goal. It becomes 1-all a game. Inter Milan have taken the lead aggregate as well. And it will make the matter worse for Bayern Munich. They go away, and and Pavard, Inter Milan get a corner, and Pavard steps up, rises high, and scores the goal, and becomes 2-1 to Inter Milan on the night. I mean, I'll be very honest. It was a really bad goal to concede. I mean, he really did. Nobody really nobody really came for the header. I think that nobody really marked him well. It was an open header for him. I think the defender was on the backside of it. I don't know what they were trying to do, but he had a very open header, and he headed it really well. You have to give credit to Pavard, and it becomes 2-1 on the night. It becomes 4-2 on aggregate, and it's looking really likely that Inter Milan are gonna go through. But of course, Bayern Munich were not gonna back down without a fight. And who else but Eric Dyer comes in, and he scores the goal. I don't want to take any credit away from Eric Dyer, but I really don't think he meant to score that goal. I think he really just meant to put the ball back in the field and try for some one of his teammates to score the goal. But the ball goes in, and there was still about 20 minutes to play when Bayern Munich scored that goal. So it was a lot of time for them to come back, and they tried. I mean, they really tried. In the last 10-15 minutes, you saw Inzaghi's defensive prowess coming. You saw why Italians are so good, why he has been really good defensively, the way he set up his team. I mean, again, I said a lot of I say that I give a lot of praise to Mikel Arteta, the way that he set up, how he tactically outplayed Carlo Ancelotti, and you have to say the same thing about Inzaghi. He knew when to switch it up, and at the moment they in the first half, uh, it was like an open game in the first half, but not that open. And the moment they concede, I think the way they Inter just went away, it was like it was like the brakes were off, and you can do whatever you want. But the moment they concede that second goal, you could just see the way the way they switched again, and the way they set up to defend in their last 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, really you know how the structure of that team, you just know how much time the manager and the coaching staff has kept on this, has been on with the players, that they know how to switch it up and how to make that structure and how to stay there for such a long period of time. Because last 15-20 minutes, let's be very honest, it was Bayern Munich who were consistently attacking attack after that, and they're trying to get that goal, trying to make the equalizer aggregate, trying to win the game, trying to make sure that maybe some way somehow we can score a goal and continue our stay in the Champions League. But it did not happen. Good goalkeeping by Sommer. He made a couple of really good saves, but defensively, so many tackles, so many blocks. They made sure they really did not give. I mean, Bayern Munich had a lot of chances, but I would say none of those chances were really good. You cannot just say that was a very close chance, that was a spectacular save from Sommer. Nothing like that really happened. I think there was one palm from Sommer that was very crucial. Apart from that, if I'm being very honest with you, I don't think Bayern Munich created that many really good chances or any close chances that would have hurt Sommer, or that really Inter would have been terrified about that. Because of how great they were defensively, they made it really hard for Bayern Munich. And I would say again, a lot of people, a lot of people from different countries, and the people who have not watched Serie A regularly have really underappreciated Inter Milan this season. Everybody expected them to get out of the tournament. Everybody thought that Bayern Munich were gonna roll away, and it's gonna be very easy. And I said it that Inter are gonna surprise it. Sometimes you get very happy when you are justified in a prediction that nobody else is making, because I have seen them play. I know how good they are, and Bayern Munich are again. I unfortunately, there's a perception about Bayern Munich, there's a perception about Real Madrid, and there's a perception about Barcelona. And I'm saying it right now. It's not going to be easy for Barcelona against Inter Milan. We might see Inter Milan in final because how good they are. Barcelona are not really up to it in this season as well. So it's not going to be easy for it, just because the problem is the perception of these teams is so high in people's mind. And when you see a team like Inter, who has not been at the top level for a long time, a team like Arsenal who has not been at the top level for a long time, when they face up against these teams, people already, because they have this perception of these teams being so good in this competition, they just assume they are going to just turn them over. It doesn't work like that in football. You need to come up, and you need to show up, and you need to play out to your rivals, which unfortunately for Bayern Munich, unfortunately for Real Madrid, they were not really able to do. And the other two teams, they have really proved why they deserve to be here. Inter were really good during the group stages as well, and the knockouts, they have been really good. And in my opinion, they deserve to go through. And just like Arsenal, it's not like they got dominated apart from their 15-20 minutes, but that is something you really expect from every team. When your backs are against the wall, you need to make sure that you don't give away the lead. Amazing performance from Inter Milan. Inzaghi was really good over the 2 legs, the way he orchestrated everything. And I would say Lautaro Martinez, I mean, what a performance from him yet again. And I think it's going to be a very crucial and interesting semi-final against Barcelona. Bayern Munich, I don't know what to say. Harry Kane, unfortunately, yet again another trophy which he is not going to be able to win it. That remains, now their concentration is going to be on Bundesliga basically, and let's hope they are able to win it. Otherwise, it's going to be another bad season for them. That is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Inter's performance, what you guys thought of Bayern's performance, and do you think Inter have a real chance at winning the thing, or do you think Barcelona are going to stop them and end their run? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the season, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.